Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't uploaded a video in I don't know, a few weeks now, 2 weeks I think. For that I am truly sorry, but the thing is I've been playing the game non-stop every single day and I just couldn't decide what type of video I'm going to make next, especially with a lot of content creators making guides and all that stuff. They do have the information that I don't, especially those who played in CN. I obviously didn't play in CN. I only played beta for a few days. So yeah, that's why I couldn't do any guides just yet, but don't worry, soon we will do that. Because I do want to avoid spreading misinformation and of course mistakes. But I mean, come on, we're bound to make mistakes. We're humans. Yeah, enough of that. For this video, we want to talk about a couple of things. But the main topic that I want to talk about is Frigg, and will she be good at PvP? So I'm gonna give you guys my opinions regarding PvE as well, but the main topic of this video is Frigg and PvP. And without further ado guys, let's just get into the video. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so before I talk about Frigg and PvP, I just want to give you guys a quick background of my PvP history and stuff like that. So yeah, you'll feel a bit more comfortable listening to what I'm about to say regarding Frigg and stuff. I'm currently Grand Marshal as the season about to end, currently ranked 31st. Yeah, so I'm ranked 31st. The thing is, I was actually ranked 17. I was able to reach Grand Marshal last week. Then a few days ago, I wanted to get some more stars. Unfortunately, I went on an insane lose streak. And yeah, I dropped rank. And so I had to grind all the way to Grand Marshal again. I reached Grand Marshal twice in a season. So take it as you will. So let me show you guys my stats here. I have 209 wins, 171 losses. So the setup that I use for PvP is Meryl, Yuma, also Coco Ritter. So yeah, I don't have Nemesis. I have been planning to save all my red nucleus or dark crystals for Sakifua, but I also plan to get Frigg. Frigg is gonna be out in a few days and I just can't wait. So yeah, this is the setup that I use. Also, if you haven't seen my PvP video, the first day of the PvP, I made a video about that. It's my first time in the Apex League of Tower Fantasy because I didn't play Apex League in CBT. Anyway, I was using Invisibility Cloak and the Missile Barrage, I think. I peaked at top 1 using that setup, but then yeah, I dropped. I switched my Invisibility Cloak into the Grappling Hook, the Cybernetic Arm. Because Nemesis, Jetpack, and Pro Jetpack, they're a problem. I had to find a way to close the gap and be in their face. Because as you can see, my setup here, Meryl with Yuma, it's really in your face and break your shield type of stuff. I don't have enough damage. That's why I use the Missile Barrage for the HP damage. Anyway, I think I've talked about my history with the PvP long enough. Let's talk about the main star of this video, which is going to be Frigg. So this is Frigg's normal attack multipliers. I haven't actually seen any of the characters' multipliers, so in comparison, we got 62, 46, 91, 58, and 218. I'm gonna compare that to someone who's similarly fast in terms of attacks, which is Crow. So let's check out Crow here. We got 60, 73, 90, 96, and 202. Of course, the attack plus all of that comes with level, and this is just base, I think. So yeah, I'd say normal attacks are decent because they are fast. Frigg attacks really fast. So I think this is decent with the multipliers. Aerial discharge, I have no idea what aerial discharge. I think these are aerial attack, also pretty decent. This is just quick rundown of what Frigg can do, or the numbers for Frigg. And then we got the multi-slash. Guys, this is the main thing that you want to use. I've also seen and heard some people say that multi-slash is actually nerfed compared to CN. I honestly don't know about that because again, I haven't played in CN. I only played in beta, and in the beta that I played, Frigg isn't even in there. It was Cobalt B banners. I don't know much about the CN. That's why I haven't been making any videos about the optimal ways to play the game because yeah, I'm just finding out stuff as you guys are. I played a lot of games in PvP and I've enjoyed PvP thoroughly. I farmed that way more than I farmed the Bygone Phantasm or any PvE content in the game. I've actually only started to grind the PvE stuff. We're getting off topic. Alright, so multi-slash. Multi-slash is really good. So this is your main weapon that you're going to use when you're in PvP. Ideally, right, you break your shield and then you use the multi-slash, deal a lot of damage. The current meta right now is number 1 would be Nemesis, and then Meryl. We got Coco and Crow. I can't rank which one is better. It just depends on how you play and what your play style is, right? To complete the top 5 probably will be Yuma, because Yuma is really damn good in PvP. Yuma in axe mode hits like a truck. In shield mode, she can stun you with the dash attack. The main downside of having Yuma though is, of course, the 25 skill cooldown. with Meryl's 45, I think, and then Coco Ritter also having an insanely long cooldown. That is the downside of my setup. But again, if you're able to manage the cooldowns and stuff, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do just fine. Back to Frigg. We got the skill here. We got the Winter. This is her skill. So it's basically like the Frost domain. So you get the buff. Okay, here we go. Grant domain Frost 1. When you are in the Frost domain, increase shatter by 25% when using a Frost weapon. So imagine this shatter right here. That's 8. So plus 25%. I'm not sure if it's going to reach S. Probably, yeah. It's probably going to reach S tier. So yeah, Frigg will also be good at shattering enemies with the skill. But just imagine Meryl, right, with the 25% increased shatter. She's just gonna break shields easily. The combo would be Frigg and Meryl, and then you're gonna probably put Coco Ritter or Nemesis. Again, I don't know if this setup can counter Nemesis, because Nemesis has this slow orbs that she can use, which is insanely good at slowing people down. If you spam that enough, your opponent cannot move, and you can just unlock them and combo and juggle them in the air and stuff like that, which is really annoying to deal with. But again, she has only dash, basically, which is inside the Winter. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Honestly, I can imagine it's still up to who's the better player. But Nemesis slow can kind of counter the only dashes, because if you're caught in that, it doesn't matter how many dashes you have, you're still gonna be slowed, right? Also, another problem that I can see is the jetpack in PvP. So Nemesis and Crow users use jetpack a lot. So I'm not sure if you use the Winter in a jetpack up, I don't know if you can hit them. And also, it's easy to just get away from the circle. So yeah, at first you can easily get out of that. But when the circle gets smaller, because in PvP, the stage actually gets smaller. So the space gets more compressed. So you get to fight each other more often. So the smaller the arena gets, the better Winter, the better Frigg will be. Now, that's also the case with Nemesis. As the arena gets smaller, it's going to be easier to hit your opponent with 2 of the totems. So yeah, Nemesis can basically own the field once the circle gets smaller. And I can say that Frigg might be able to fight back in regards to owning the area of the small circle. Circle gets smaller, you can just use your Winter and take up majority of the space and deal so much damage. But then again, I don't know how that's gonna play out. I don't know if Nemesis slow can counter Frigg's only dashes. As you can see here, can suspend and launch targets and grant damage immunity while this skill is in use. Now that is damage immunity, so you won't be able to get damage, but still, Nemesis slow will keep you in place and will waste duration of your skill. So it has 30 seconds cooldown, so that's not that long compared to other skills, but it's still not that short. Moving on to the discharge skill. So basically, it deals damage. That is the main thing that this discharge skill will do, is just temporarily control and then deal a gigantic slash and deal damage. That is a huge number, by the way. So if we look at discharge of Meryl, it's only 503. So it's actually more damage than Meryl's discharge. Wow, okay. So that's basically the rundown of Frigg's setup. I do think she is gonna be good at PvP. I'm just not sure how well she can fare up with the crows and the Nemesis. If the crow just plunges at you and then you use dash, of course you're gonna be dashing or dodging. I can imagine that Frigg can and might deal more damage than... I mean, not deal more damage than Crow, but might dodge Crow's plunges while dealing damage at the same time. I guess it just depends on how you time it. At the end of the day, the better player wins, because that's how I experience PvP. It doesn't matter if they have Nemesis and Crow. If they play bad, I can beat them. But if I play bad, they can beat me. So I really love the balancing where whoever plays better can win. Because at first, of course, Nemesis was annoying. They jetpack up, but then I found out you can grapple and you can basically counter the jetpack Nemesis. I do still think that it's pay to win because you need the limited character. For example, Frigg here, which is gonna be really good. Also, regarding the nerf that they talk about, they say that multi-slash is nerf for global compared to CN. But the thing is, I think they're balancing the game more than what they did in CN. It's my take on this in the PvE side of things. I do love that they're balancing the characters more in global. So yeah, I think they're gonna do it on CN too. I'm not sure. I'm not a CN player, so I just, you know what, just scrap that. Nemesis, Frigg, and Meryl is gonna be a problem for next season. I can already tell. Coco Ritter, Frigg, and Meryl is also gonna be good. But the team comps that are using now, for example, Coco Ritter, Nemesis, and Meryl, it's still gonna be insanely annoying and still gonna be really good. Also Crow, Nemesis, and Meryl. So the current meta for the season is still gonna be meta for the next season. We're just gonna add Frigg. So instead of like removing other characters from the meta, what's gonna happen? The meta is gonna be expanded. So they're gonna be more viable, or more meta team comps now than before. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like. Also, comment down below what you guys think of Frigg. Are you going to get Frigg? Do you think she's going to be good at PvP? Do you think she's gonna fare well against Nemesis and Crows and Meryls and stuff like that? Do you think she will do just fine, or do you think she will do an amazing job? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And last but not least, please don't forget to subscribe. I will be doing more Tower Fantasy videos in the future. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.